Alright, so thanks for joining me for another 10 minutes in the garden. I'm going to show you a little bit about daylily pruning today. We have some daylilies out here that are finished blooming for now, and so I'm going to show you two different aspects of daylily pruning. One, we can get them so they're looking pretty again, and a possibility that they may bloom again. It's right now the last week in August, so we'll get to that in a minute, but we're going to work on that side as far as a total cleanup goes. And over here I'm going to talk to you about a little bit about just some regular maintenance. And so I'm Patrick. Thanks for joining me again, and if you have any questions or comments, please post them down and below. And also, if there's anything you would like for me to discuss, from equipment to apparel to any plant health care issues, pruning, pest management, mulching, fertilizer, and so forth. But anyhow, so let's say you're out, you're spending 10-20 minutes in your garden. After you have some dinner, you grab a drink, some coffee or whatever, a cup of tea, or you're trying to, have a nice pleasant morning and spending a few minutes in your garden. One thing good to do while you're walking around, pulling weeds, whatever it is you might be doing, and just pretend I'm standing up and walking. Once your daylilies have, the flowers have faded, you're left with these stalks. Now, some of these stalks have ornamental, once the flower fades, it creates an ornamental seed head, like the Stelladoras do. There's other ones that do that as well. So you do want to get to know your daylilies. If they do hold on to a attractive seed head, leave that for a while. But what you want to do is just pull them up, and once they're totally faded and gone, they look like this, you can just pull them right up. And so when you're out there weeding, whatever, just go ahead and pull up your stalks. And so you can see what you're going to end up with. So you have your daylily, you'll have a few dead leaves depending on the season or the year, how things are going. And it looks okay. These are probably good for a couple more weeks until we do anything more severe on them. You're also going to run into stems that are still a little bit green at the bottom, and they'll brown at top. If you're doing this on a regular basis, whenever you're out here, pull a few dead ones, blah, no big deal. Another week or so, by the time you come out here and do it again, this might be ready to be pulled. Now, this was easy. This actually broke off a little bit. But generally, don't struggle with it. Hey, when it's ready to come out, it comes out. If you're like, oh, I totally don't like that look, then take out your snips and prune it. So what I'm going to show you right now is basically some rejuvenation. And so, when they're at this point, that these are over here, they get more sun. So because of that, the stems are more faded out. And I want to be careful with where I step, because I don't want to crunch the new growth. But what we have right here is the majority of the leaves of the daylily are fading out. But we have new growth coming up from the tuft in the bottom. So what we want to do is take our snips take one of the daylilies right here, take it up about 12 inches, prune it back. And what's going to happen, you got this guy right here, you got a lot of little new leaves coming up. So what's going to happen is these new leaves are going to grow fast within a week. These are just going to look like some 5-gallon, 3-gallon daylilies that you put in here. And then in another couple weeks, it's going to be pretty much filled back in like it's mid-spring. And possibly when we get some cooler weather at the end of August, beginning of September, whenever that happens, we might get some more flowers. So, just to show you a little bit more, look at this guy. I first learned how to do this about 20 years ago when I moved up here to Charlottesville. I had a boss. Boss gave me a push mower. Said, mow those daylilies. I was like, what? And we were in an apartment complex, so we kind of say that's more of a commercial environment. But I did it, and I was freaking out because it looked horrible. And we came back the next week, and there's all this beautiful new growth, and the daylilies look wonderful. They were in the shade of some trees, and about a month later, they rebloomed. So, I don't recommend using a mower. I definitely would say just go ahead and hand prune them. But you can see how this is coming out. Real nice new growth down here. The new growth is probably about 6 to 8 inches right now. So we're pruning back to 12 inches. You can pull some of this out while you're doing this, but you will have to just go back behind with a rake and do a little touch-up, clean up. It's good to keep old leaves out of the beds. Instead, bring them somewhere to compost. That way they get hot enough to get rid of any disease or insects that they have. And then put them back in the garden. You want your compost pile to get up to 180 degrees. So what they do with mulch piles and fresh little composting. So that way they're able to sterilize any of your pests, and that covers insects and disease. Includes fungus and bacterial. And it's a pretty quick one. A little quicker than I thought it would be. We're doing pretty good. You can see this section, how it looks. And in a couple more, in another week, when I come here, when I spend time here again, and, you know, whenever it is, another week or so, these are all going to be leafed out and looking good. So you do want to get rid of, do the best cleanup you can. Daylilies do get rust. So you want to try to keep that down. It's usually not a big deal. See rust on these daylilies now. New growth won't have it. And you can't really do anything about the rust, but you know, if you keep the bed clean, you can keep it down. And what you're doing now, cleaning wise, is going to make a difference in the following season and the following years to come. So Thanks for joining me. Again, you have any questions or anything you want me to cover, feel free to make a comment, and I'll hook you guys up. Have a good one. Enjoy 10 minutes in your garden. Maybe push it to 20 or 30 once a day, and you'll be in good shape. Thanks.